Tonight I'm reading you a story from one of my favorite authors. This is one of my, now I say that all the time. I love this book. It's one of my favorites. I wouldn't have picked it for my special Christmas basket if it wasn't my favorite. But this guy really is one of my favorites. I have to tell you the story. Whenever I was in college, I got to go to a literature conference, a children's literature conference, and they had a speaker. And Glenn said, who do you think's going to be there? Do you think it's going to be this author? I was like, no, they're not going to have any big names. It's just going to be some local person. It was a famous author. I was so excited. I went and bought like 6 or 7. I was broke, had no money, but I bought some books anyway. And books are more important than food, right? Went and bought some books. And I walked up to the table and he was signing them. And like he'd pass by and he'd sign it and he'd like, hi. And I was like, couldn't say a word. I was so excited. I was like, got the next book, signed it, and like by the time he was done, I didn't say a word, and he's looking at me like I'm some sort of weirdo because I was kind of freaking out a little bit. So, who was this famous author? I actually got his autograph from Eric Carle, who is one of the best children's authors. He's fantastic. So Eric Carle, there's another book where the author and the illustrator are the same person, and I didn't mention that. So this is Eric Carle, and if you ever get a chance to do some studying on him, he does a really interesting technique where he does paint and tissue paper together. So he's very interesting. Anyway, and I don't know, you can't tell on the camera, but the snowflakes are actually glitter. He has really good interactive pages. So I think you're going to like this story. Are you ready? I hope so. Eric Carle, Dream Snow. On a small farm, there lived a farmer. He had only a few animals, and he could count them on the fingers of one hand. So the farmer named his animals. Are you going to do it with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the end of the barn stood a small tree, and the farmer named it Tree. Hello, Tree, he would say when he passed it. And here's the animals. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The farmer took good care of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every day he fed them and cleaned their stalls, and in the evening when his farm work was done, he went into his house. Then he sat in his favorite chair and drank a cup of hot peppermint tea and ate a slice of bread with honey on it. Do you have a favorite chair? Do you have a favorite drink? Do you have a favorite snack? You know I have a favorite chair. Let's see what he does. He's going to take a nap. Let's see what One night as he sat there, the farmer felt very cozy and a bit tired. Oh, heavens, he said, yawning. It's almost Christmas, and it hasn't snowed yet. With that, he fell asleep. Soon he dreamed of falling snowflakes. They gently covered him with a white blanket. See the snowflakes? Is it really snowing? No, he's inside. The snowflakes gently covered, what was the name of the first animal? 1. What kind of animal do you think is under here? Which one is 1? What's your guess? What is that animal? Is that a horse? The snowflakes gently covered 2 with a white blanket. What kind of animal do you think is in this one? In his dream, it got covered with snow. What animal is it? It's a cow. The snowflakes gently covered, which one are we on? 3 with the white blanket. What animal do you think is number 3? Have you guessed yet? sheep. The snowflakes gently covered 4 with a white blanket. What animal is number 4? It's a pig. The snowflakes gently covered 5 with a white blanket. What animal is under this one? Who is number 5? It's a rooster. These pages are hard to turn sometimes. The farmer woke up from his dream, looked out of his window, and he saw, what did you see? Snow. It was not dream snow, it was real snow. It had snowed while he napped. Now the snow clouds had moved away. The moon and the stars sparkled in the wintry night sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 were safe and fast asleep. They didn't get covered with snow. They were safe inside the barn. Oh my, cried the farmer. I almost forgot. What did he forget? What do you think he forgot? Quickly, he put on his warm coat, his warm boots, his warm hat, and his warm gloves. He grabbed a box and slung a sack over his shoulder and dashed outside. What do you think he's going to do? Running past 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the farmer shouted, I almost forgot, waking up the animals. They looked and wondered, what was the farmer up to now? They watched as he unpacked the box and emptied the sack. What do you see? Have you figured out what he's doing yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 watched as he decorated the tree. Then he shouted, Merry Christmas to all. And he pushed the button. Wait a minute, do you see the button? Look right here. It says, push here. What do you think is going to happen when I push this button? Oops. Did you hear that? This book actually plays music. You see the pretty decorations? And what are all these presents underneath? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has Christmas presents and he decorated them for his animals. Isn't that a cool book? I love how he does multimedia in his books. Well, I hope you like this story, and I'll have another one for you tomorrow. See you next time.